So the smaller, more isolated movement is you pinning more like at the gluteal fold. So you're really just trying to stretch just into hip extension. See how her spine and her pelvis aren't moving, right? It's a smaller movement, it's more isolated. That's the one that's safer for lower back pain. That's current, right? When I come up here, like I get the edge of the sacrum, now her pelvis, you can see the line of the front of her pelvis is moving and her lumbar curve is accentuating. So that's getting more of the hip flexors, the entirety of them, but could be trickier for somebody that has current low back pain. Okay, so now that takes us into, we're going to compress along the sacrum, with thumbs or with knuckles. Shorthand, anytime I use my thumbs, feel free to use your knuckles. And part of why I'm doing this is I'm thinking to the myofascial continuity of the superficial back line that uses the sacrum and the sacrotuberous ligament to make that continuity. So I want to make sure I'm including that. Now I'm at the top of the sacrum, so now I want to work on her QL. So between the top of her hip crest and her 12th rib, right, is her QL. So I'm going to do fingers on fingers, and my pressure is straight down towards the floor. So imagine her transverse processes are sticking straight up towards the sky, and I'm coming with my fingers meeting them and pushing the QL into those transverse processes carefully. Right, and then there are 5 lumbar vertebrae, so I want to make sure I'm getting all the way down to the 5th here, so I'm at the very top of the iliac crest where it meets the 5th lumbar vertebrae. And then I'm also coming to the 1st lumbar where it meets the 12th rib. I find this fingers over fingers is really effective. So like there's a really tangible feeling of a transverse process. Can you feel that? Is that tender?
Yeah.
With a long-waisted person, meaning that the space between the 12th rib and the iliac crest is longer or bigger. So like I can get a couple fingers in here with Jessica, but some people have a longer or bigger space there. Sometimes you can come in with an elbow. So again, my elbow doesn't feel much. I don't want to be crushing vertebrae, but it's a very easy way to do it. But I would say start with fingers, and if the person is just really big and thick and hard, then maybe you need to use your elbow too. All right.